Right, we're live. Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the United Way. Today we are doing a pre-season review. The pre-season isn't over yet, but there's only 2 games left, so I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the same kind of style all the way through to the end. But I mean, joining me today, Leo, Tom, how you lads doing?
Good, thanks.
Good. And just before we do get into it, we still haven't signed De Jong, so if you're thinking that De Jong is signed now, I mean, just before we actually do get into it, I know we talked about it before we get wet live, but would you even like De Jong now?
No, not at this point.
No. And if he did get him, would you think we got robbed?
I would probably just be really, I don't know, like at least at the end of the day, we sign him or not, at least the whole saga is over. At least something has happened instead of all these rumors.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at this stage, I probably prefer to get Tielemans. That's literally.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably he's cheaper.
if
I don't know whether you want
I'll
to.
take it.
Yeah. Just De Jong doesn't want to come to us. But also, other news, Ronaldo back at Carrington. Fergie was also there this morning. I mean, Leo, does that give you good vibes that he's staying for another season?
You know when it's big when comes back to Carrington about something and you tell it's something big. I really Ronaldo stayed.
Yeah. Tom, thoughts?
Yeah. Yes, over there, you know what I mean? When he's going back to Carrington, you know it's a big deal. They're saying nothing about, like, you know. Well, but yeah, no, it's exactly what Leo said, like.
I mean, are we surprised that he might stay? Like, I mean, no other clubs really interested in him yet, anyways.
I thought he was going to stay anyway. I've seen all last season, this summer as well. I think he'll stay 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like,
someone said, I was reading something earlier on. Someone was like, I don't want Ronaldo to stay, and someone said, then Martial's are only striking, and if he gets injured, who do you play in that striker, in that kind of the striker role if Ronaldo goes and Martial gets injured? And I don't want anyone to say throw Rashford there because Rashford's never going to be a striker.
exactly.
No.
I mean, I don't know what game. I don't know what game it was when we played Rashford striker. I think it was Liverpool away. I'm not too sure, or it must have been City away.
Liverpool away.
But Liverpool away because I remember it was all we weren't happy anyways about it. I mean, I still think if Ronaldo stays, you still have to sign another striker.
Definitely.
Who do we sign? I don't know. Because one of you lads said it a while ago, there's not really that many good strikers on the market now that you can say, oh, I'll get him. I mean, would you have any in mind that you like United to sign?
There was one we should have signed in January, but we missed out on to say, do you know Julian Alvarez? I think he's Argentinian or something.
Yeah.
We should have gone with him. He was dead cheap and he was a good backup, but no, we lost out on him.
Yeah.
I can't think of any on top of my head that's like young and decent. Like, what? There's got to be one.
Osman?
No, I don't.
Expensive in fairness. He would be pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's it. Alvarez would have been a player I would have liked him. In a way, I'm kind of glad we didn't get Nunez, though. He went to Liverpool. Like, again, I'm not looking at the way he's playing in pre-season. I'm just looking at his price tag, and he wasn't. You know what should Liverpool sign Nunez for?
80-something million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
£1 million, something like.
yeah. So I mean, like, just now. I don't know. Does not. No, I mean, I think all the good strikers are getting old. Like, that's the thing. Lewandowski's gone. Huh?
Or else they're way more expensive than they're actually worth.
Yeah. I mean, Memphis Depay return maybe.
Nah, it doesn't suit the Premier League. If he failed again, fair enough, he's got more experience now, but nah, He failed once. I don't think he'll do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Apparently, Diego Costa.
what?
Apparently, we want Diego Costa. I've seen that.
Diego Costa.
I
Yeah,
remember him, the Chelsea Madrid striker. That fella.
yeah.
Gee,
I mean,
that
how
fella.
old is he now? He must be nearly about 40 or something.
Must be at least 30s.
He's in his mid-30s.
He got released by a Brazilian team, I think.
Imagine getting Diego Costa. I'd probably cry
Yeah.
in pain. Diego Costa, I mean, no. Just no. No. I mean, before we do get stuck into it, if Ronaldo stays, will we finally be happy?
Yeah.
Like, or would you be kind of like, is he staying just because no one really wants him? Like,
No,
would you
but-
have any?
It's Ronaldo. Got to keep him. He's our best skill player last season, so.
I mean, would we have any? I mean, I definitely won't. But would you have a grudge against some wanting to live, or would you not blame him wanting to live?
Well, we've been in the same situation with Pogba in the past, and some fans have given him quite a
Yeah.
lot. I think we all have, but Ronaldo way better.
Yeah, I mean, Tom, if Ronaldo stays, would you have a grudge against him, or, as I said to Leo, would you not blame him wanting to live?
To be honest, I can't blame him. You know what I mean? Like, he was by a mile our best outfield player last season. You know what I mean? He's the reason we came so high up the league, as high as we came. Like,
Yeah,
he obviously wants to play Champions League football, obviously, and then, like, you know, we're in the Europa League. Like, I don't, unfair. I think he didn't go too bad about it. Like, it's not like you know. So you see some players want to leave their club and they make a complete show of themselves. Like, they completely just do everything they can to leave. But Ronaldo didn't go that far, at least. You know, I'll give him that. Like, and
Yeah.
I do obviously respect him. Like, you know, so no, I wouldn't have a grudge against him, to be honest with you.
I mean, someone said it there. Really happy to see Ronaldo. I mean, we're all kind of happy to finally see him stay. I mean, Leo, you kind of said it all. When Fergie is at Carrington, you know something good is happening.
Yeah.
And that has to be something good for us anyways. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought maybe he could have went to Bayern, but I think their chairman or owner kind of said that they don't really want, they value him, but they don't want him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think, I always thought Ronaldo would retire at Man United, but I don't think that'll be the case. Unless we have a good season, make a Champions League football, you know, have a good season this season, then finish top 4. But that probably be the only way he'll stay for an extra season. But if we don't, he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
I just don't know where he'll go. He won't want to go to like an American team or a Brazilian team. He'd want to still be, you know, a top team like Bayern,
Yeah.
PSG. As much as I hate to say PSG, we'll just throw them in there anyways. You know, he'd still want to play for the top teams. I mean, I don't think he'll go to Sporting just yet. I think he'll maybe sort that out himself. You know, when the legs finally kick in, go to Sporting for, I don't know, another season, half a season. But as of now, I'm kind of glad he's staying, because without him, I don't know what we'd do. I mean, would we have I wouldn't say we have high expectations for next season, but the expectations you have now, I don't think it would bring them into next season if we didn't have Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't have Ronaldo, would we finish top 4 next season? Now, obviously, we didn't make it this season, but like, you know, would we have a chance of winning a trophy without Ronaldo next season? Maybe not.
Like,
That's
I
the
would say
thing.
so.
Yeah. So without him, I mean, Tom, you said it. Without him, when you said it, without him, we wouldn't have made it as high as we did in the league. I mean, even without him, we wouldn't have made it far in the Champions League without him. and we only made it to the round of 16. I mean, the amount of last-minute goals he scored for us.
So embarrassing.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's just like, I mean, I wish we were that team where we could rely on 4 or 5, maybe even 3 or 4 or 5 players, but we kind of need Ronaldo at the moment. Unless we sign a top player, but there isn't any anymore that would like to come to United or is a good price. I mean, Haaland was never going to come to us, gone to City. Nunez, 2. I think we could have got him, but that price tag, no. You went to Liverpool. I mean, Harry Kane, no. He's like, well, what's Harry Kane? 28, 29 now?
He ain't gonna join anyway. The way Spurs are playing, the way Conte has really done a Spurs, it could have been us at the end of the day, but he's not gonna leave on the way he ain't Spurs.
I mean, back to Conte. Do you reckon, is he a man that could have rebuilt United, or do you reckon the man we got were in there?
I think when Ollie lost 5-0 to Liverpool, we all thought Conte would be in the job. Then we beat Spurs, we sacked Nuno. Then Ollie had a couple more games and could have really got Conte. We could have, but I'm happy with Ten Hag.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Conte can really rebuild a team, though.
I think he can. Look at Spurs. Look at Spurs now.
Yeah, but he's just, yeah, but Spurs they'll take a while to, I mean, as a United fan, I can't say much, but it'll take a while for Spurs to be like a Liverpool or a City, unless, I don't know, something crazy happens.
Top 4. They were top 4 for a couple of years. They're back in the top 4 now.
If they don't make top 4 next season, I don't know what the hell.
Oh yeah, I see.
I mean,
I think Chelsea won't finish top 4 next season. I don't think they will.
they're very quiet this transfer window, weren't they? They're just, I don't know.
They've lost Rudiger and Christensen. Obviously,
Yeah.
defensively they're a bit of a leak. They signed Sterling, Koulibaly. Looks like signing Kunde as well. Did you see they lost 4-0 to Arsenal the other day?
Huh? What was it?
They lost 4-0 to Arsenal. Chelsea did it a day or two ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then they drew to some other team. Did any of you see Conor Gallagher's penalty?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Right,
see that already.
It was he literally just tapped it straight at the keeper, and it was just the easiest save keeper ever to make for a penalty. Like, honestly, I know
That has to be the
Gallagher
worst penalty I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's up there. It is. It was
It's
bad.
up
It
there.
was so poor.
I mean, I thought when Chelsea got Thomas Tuchel in, and then they got Werner, Havertz, they got Lukaku, Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva is a good defender, to be fair.
He's class.
Who else? Jorginho, N'Golo Kante. I thought Chelsea were going to be up there, but they're not. I mean, they're not like, even to the end of the season, just gone. They weren't really kind of, firing on all cylinders.
Their team just attackingly, their team is a bit too weak. I think now it's a big problem striker wise. Lukaku's gone. No, he was bad last season, but he's gone now. They have Timo Werner, who just isn't good enough, and the attackers. I mean, Mount's decent. Havertz is a bit hit and miss, but he's overall decent. Ziyech, not consistent enough. Who else? They have Sterling now.
Isn't he meant to be going to, is it Mourinho's team or AC Milan or something like that?
Sorry,
Hakim Ziyech.
Maybe he did actually. I've heard something about that.
Yeah, not sure whether the deal is finished or it's still ongoing, but I don't think it'll last long.
Yeah.
The way topic is unbelievable. I love it.
What?
The way we go off topic.
Yeah.
It's pre-season. It's pre-season. I mean, it's all right to go on a bit of a tangent, but I suppose we'll go on to what we're here for. The pre-season. I mean, plus the big question is: are we happy with the way the pre-season's gone so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, before we played Liverpool on our first pre-season match, right? Leo, I'll come to you first. First pre-season game. What was your expectations for the whole of pre-season? What were you expecting?
Young players to play. Like, that's what I really wanted. I wanted to see Garnacho, and I'm going to go on to that. And he's hardly played, but I expected a couple of wins, but I didn't expect like the way we're playing. We're looking good.
Yeah. Tom?
Yeah, same. Give some youth players, give some like the Malacia, like give some these players chances, like or Malacia, sorry, that's how you say his name, and just like see like play proper squad at first and see how they can play, like because we wanted to see what Telek's system was like with our players, and we started all the games so far have been very strong teams, and like it's shown that we can play really well with our strong players can play well with these systems, like.
We're doing well without Ronaldo.
Yeah, and we're also giving a few of the youth players, like Zidane Iqbal and Charlie Savage. They played really well in a few games ago.
Actually, we'll talk about Charlie Savage and Zidane Iqbal. They're actually having a good pre-season, to be fair.
Oh, they are.
I'm not saying that we should, throw them in the first team next season, but I think what was it? It was I think it was Melbourne Victory.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
I think Zidane got the ball with 2 or 3 players around him, did a little turn around, gone. Like they are, is our future in good hands?
It's promising.
Will we go that far?
It's looking promising, we can say that, like, but just it depends, like, can they take it up to the next level? Like, they certainly have what it takes. Well, I think they can do it, but will they do it? We have to see.
Yeah.
They got talent, but have they got the heart, the desire? They got the other part.
Yeah. I think, like, again, pre-season, we know we can't get too carried away anymore. We know we've learned that lesson from last season, probably seasons before last. But were we all expecting to have bang average pre-season, a good pre-season, or a bad pre-season?
Good.
I was expecting like a mixed one. I thought we'd do some games would be good, some games would be really bad. Like, but we're certainly doing better than I ever thought. Like, I thought we'd just have an okay one.
Yeah, we won the Bangkok Trophy. You'll never sing that. Bangkok champions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, we beat Liverpool 4-0. Again, I know you're going to get all the Liverpool fans crying that it was our second team, but we did score a goal against Liverpool's first team. I think they brought their first team on last. Team. What?
No, we scored a goal against their first team when we had our second team out.
Yeah. But they had, who did they bring on? Van Dijk, Matip, I think it was. Like they were the defenders.
Not Joe Gomez.
Yeah, that's still a good defense, and then. Don't know who they had. I think Alisson came on, didn't he, for them as well?
I think Trent did.
Adrian came on.
Yeah. But who scored the goal? Was it
Pellistri,
yeah. Good goal, that.
A mad one.
I think Boy took Thiago out of it. He was just that's all gone.
Playing by. Then they passed it.
Lads. We will get on to kind of every single player's pre-season, but Boy so far, I don't think any of you disagree with me. It's such a shame he's injury prone all the time, but I would play Eric Boy over Harry Maguire every day of the week.
Yeah, he's got the pace.
It's either Harry Maguire, it's either we watch Harry Maguire every week or Eric Boy. Well, I think I know who we're going with. I'm going with Eric Boy. I'm not sure whether Leo or Tom, you would have a different kind of perspective on that. It's just his injury prone though. Eric Boy and his injury prone. That's a big factor. Like if he was, then Varane as well, another injury prone defender. He was always injured. I think the Liverpool game, he fell, hit his knee. He
Yeah.
fell onto his knee, and I was like, that's him out now for a season.
We haven't
You know?
seen and that's a problem.
Yeah, but I think we played Tellez centre back for like 2 games or something.
And then EDM, I think Tellez might be done.
Yeah,
That buck, he's leaving. And
I mean,
if he's playing centre back, near a centre back, he's more of a winger than a defender.
Exactly.
So
but next one, do we have any? Well, I think we have to just talking about them. But Leo, out of this pre-season, what are the positives for you?
the 2 young Zidane, Iqbal, and Charlie Savage, I think that's definitely one. Them playing been really good. I think Martial getting his confidence back.
Yeah,
A really good one as well. I can't see. I think maybe our style of football is a bit fast, but it's only pre-season, so can't really get too confident.
yeah. I mean, Tom, any positives you take out of the pre-season?
Fair few. I mean, the team is playing a lot more confidently. Like, they seem a lot more like organised and a lot more intelligent in their movements and all that. Martial's looking class. Sancho's looking class. Malacia's looking pretty good as well, I think. Fred, he's looking good as well. A lot of other players are improving, but them four in particular, obviously, as Leo mentioned, Charlie Savage and Zidane Iqbal, 2 of them looking pretty good as well. And I just see all these players, like, and honestly, I'll tell you what, like, the fullbacks in particular have impressed me, because, like, there was a thing, their movement is much better. I think just in general, like, the pass and the movement and the players is much better with Ten Hag than it was under Rangnick or Ali or whoever, like. So, yeah, that's a fair amount of positive take, I think.
I mean, we're starting to press more as well. Like, you can see we're getting the ball and just we're pressing. I mean, the Liverpool game showed that. Again, there's still a lot to be. I think Ten Hag has said it in probably every post-match conference. There's still improvements to be made, and there is.
It is
If
still.
you know,
It's tons of negatives. All the positives we have, a couple of negatives that we have to.
I mean, that was the next question. Any negatives you'd have?
I think Alex that's a big negative. In
Ship him off.
playing out of position, you can tell and don't want him.
Yeah.
That's a problem. I think the Martinez and Ericsson not Australia. I think that's a big negative. Could have done with the players. Maybe Martinez a bit more than Ericsson.
Yeah.
And Van de Beek didn't really see much of played as well.
No.
He get 1 assist, which was a good assist, quite clever, but I don't see him having a future. That is.
Would you sell him?
Not this season, next season.
Yeah. I mean, Tellez. So far, Tellez, he's gone. He has to go.
Yeah, playing centre back and CDM ain't Tellez. I don't even think he's good enough to play left back. Like,
yeah,
he needs to leave Man United career back, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Tom, negatives that you look at the preseason and say negative.
I think Leo mentioned them all, to be honest. Like, but I mean, ones that focus on Tellez, he's got to go. I mean, we've now got Shaw, Malacia, like even Alvaro Fernandez. Even if we're going to include him at all in this season, Tellez is gone for me. Center playing an attacking left back like him at centre back and CDM. You're asking for trouble. I'm sorry, that's just not good. Don't understand that at all. And then you also have like, I mean, I can't think of any other.
We all agree Tellez should go.
Yeah, he's just not good enough.
I mean, Luke Shaw. I mean,
he's good.
Luke Shaw's preseason.
It's
Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll go we'll talk about the players pre-season one by one. But what players, I think we kind of answered it, but we'll run through it quick. I'll come to you, Tom. What players have improved the most in the pre-season?
Martial, Sancho, Fred, Zidane Iqbal, Charlie Savage.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not sure many of you would like to think too much. I think Diogo Dal's improved quite a lot.
Yeah.
Those
He
guys
has,
are
to be
good
fair.
players.
Yeah. I mean, so far he's definitely playing better than Wan-Bissaka, but then again, I haven't seen much of Wan-Bissaka play either. So,
Yeah, we haven't
But-
really.
but I think we all said it last season, kind of, well, at the end of last season or before pre-season started, we'd kind of be happy to keep the lot, but we'd still like a good backup if Wan-Bissaka leaves, like a Dumfries or someone like that.
Mm.
The lot still, if the lot, Wan-Bissaka, whoever's the certain starter next season, they still need competition.
It's going to be Dalo 100%. Like, you know, Wan-Bissaka and this system is gone. Not technically good enough.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, he'd be another player I'd kind of add to the list to go. That's being brutally honest. I mean, Leo, same question. Which players have improved the most?
I can't really say Charlie Savage and Zidane Iqbal have improved because I have never seen much of them. So I think Martial 100% has improved.
Yeah.
Sancho, I think Rashford has as well. I think he looks better.
Yeah.
I think Fred, Dallo, and I'm even gonna say Harry Maguire because I thought he looked alright. Sorry.
Good point. Did you see his block against Aston Villa?
Sorry, his block. Well, when he literally
I
just
swear, like it was like an open goal, and then he blocked it or something.
yeah. I mean,
That one, yeah.
I
Honestly,
Why
that's the thing about Maguire. He can be a good player. He just doesn't show it. That's what pisses us off the most. Because we know, like, I mean, Pogba, I wouldn't say, fuck him anyways. Maguire can be a good player. Like, I did see that. I was itchy open. I was like, that they're giving a goal away. I mean, I didn't know, to be honest with you, I didn't know how Maguire could run that fast. Again, I'm not going to get overexcited, but it was a good block.
it was.
I mean, again, we're not going to get too carried away with it, but it wasn't bad.
I thought he was quite good.
Yeah, that's the thing, and he can improve more, and hopefully Ten Hag can improve him.
The player I'm really disappointed in was Bruno. Still done.
Yeah, Bruno's he's not doing too bad, but he could improve on a few.
A lot. I think he could improve on a lot.
I mean, Tom, Bruno,
I can't remember who was against. I think it was against Mel or Palace. Where like one or two things out, and it was coming up. That's what he had to do. And a couple of years ago, he scored, but he just skied it over.
Yeah.
I think it was against Palace.
I mean, Tom, Bruno, would you agree with Leo?
Yeah, he certainly could improve it like a fair amount. Like, you know, I don't think he's been bad this preseason, but he certainly has not been like amazing. Like he's been okay, like, but there's certainly a lot to be improved by.
Yeah,
like
there's room for improvement.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think he's in a way. I think he's playing a little bit more like defensive. I'm not saying he's like a CDM or anything, but he's a bit more defensive than he usually is. Like I'm not sure is that just me? Like, but I swear, I think he's getting a bit more like kind of defensive. And exactly like, you know, his shooting, he's losing a bit of confidence. I think because last season would have ruined his confidence a little bit. Like, you know, so that's why he's maybe shooting, and that would be a bit off. Like, but maybe with Ten Hag he can get the confidence back, and we can see the Bruno that we know and love.
Do you reckon Eriksen coming in, having a good partner, could do him the world of good?
I don't think two of them play together. I think it'll be one or the other. But I think certainly Eriksen is certainly a very handy option, and he like hopefully can give Bruno a bit of a wake up call, like to help him work even harder for the competition. Like,
yeah. Actually, speaking of Eriksen, would you have him in the starting 11 every game next season?
Not sure. I don't think he's gonna play as much as.
No, I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
Bruno's your first choice, but Eriksen's a very handy back. But if Bruno's ever not playing particularly well, you put Eriksen in.
I think if Eriksen, it's the ground run, I prefer him. Because
yeah.
Eriksen best, better than Bruno. Okay, when anyone's Eriksen at top, but
That's
and
why I would have liked to see. That's why I would have liked to see uh, Eric Ericsson come on the preseason
yeah,
to see
exactly.
what he's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, Rahul, Bruno will have a better season. I mean, we hope Bruno will have a better season. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and say we hope he has the worst season of his life because just no, we
I
never.
Bruno, De Gea, Ronaldo, and
Now
Martial
lads,
just have a worst season ever and get injured. Well, I hope it.
now lads,
Don't touch wood.
I sent the photo into the group chat last week, right, of some fella. On the photo, he might have looked like Bruno, but I swear to God, face to face image. You need obviously now Bruno definitely has a bit more muscle than him, but lads, the same height. Just I kind of got scared. I thought, Bruno, what are you doing? You're meant to be in pre-season. Fuck off. Lads, it was the image of him. And then when I was coming back yesterday, there was a fella on the boat. It was the image of Kevin De Bruyne. Don't know what's going on. They're everywhere. I just didn't see Ronaldo. But lads, he was the image of him. He really, really was the spit of Bruno. I don't know whether all you see in the photo, but
I
where.
think yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
I mean, do you agree with me? Like, I would have loved to have you there just to be like, there he is. Oh,
and actually, when you're on about, you say you found a fella who looked like Kevin De Bruyne on the bus.
Yeah.
Was it Shevchenko by any chance?
I mean, yeah, do you look like, yeah. Yeah, actually, when I think back, I don't know. I was going to say something, but I don't want to slag Zinchenko. It's just, they're everywhere. I even seen it in Lukaku as well. So I don't know what's going on, lads. They're everywhere. So, and then, yeah. Well, anyways, we'll move on.
Though, isn't it?
What?
Not hard to find Rahul stay. He'll 100% stay. He'll be staying.
Oh, Ronaldo. Oh, yeah. What's this? Ronaldo on stay. Oh, he will. Definitely. Jesus, yeah. Man. Leo, Tom, both said it. Leo, you said at the start. When Fergie's at Carrington, that's it. Shit's getting real.
Yeah, he's staying.
Right. So we went through the players that have improved. Now, again, including players like throw any players you want on there. So what? Lisandro Martinez, Eriksen, Malacia we already have here. But say if you got Dion, like just say, right, including signings, what players could have made a difference to pre-season? Leo, I'll come to you first.
Martinez, I think he's a good option instead of Tellez centre back. But I think he'd be a better option. I think Eriksen maybe in the second half of games instead of Van der Beek. But I didn't rate Van der Beek in pre-season. I could have been. I think because Young is a normal central midfielder.
Yeah.
I doubt he would make much.
I mean, Tom, same question for you. Including signings, what players could have made a difference?
I mean, maybe throwing a few more youth players in to give him a bit of a chance. I mean, Garnacho possibly, he could have made a difference, I think. And another youth player, he's one of the youth games. Do you know a fella called Charlie McNeil, the striker we have? He's
Yeah.
I think we should have given him a chance. Like, I think he's pretty good, him. And then obviously Martinez, good as Leo said, good centre half option. A little bit on not the tallest, but still apart from that, good, very good. Left footed, obviously, that's a very key factor in my opinion. And then Ericsson, obviously, good player to throw out there, see what he can do, show what he's made of.
Well, I think it was Crystal Palace on Tuesday. No, I didn't watch it. But Will Fish, supposedly, the tackle he made was stupid. I think he got sent off.
I didn't even see a tackle.
Leo, did you watch it?
He missed the ball, fell over. Yeah, basically, he missed it. Just played it through. He missed the ball, and then he fell over, basically tackled. Yeah. It was so fun.
How do you get set up in a pre-season match?
Was he? Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Was he decent,
It
or
was
was
so
he just?
funny. Oh,
Is he a decent defender, or
he
is he
was
just
shocking.
clumsy?
Not going to be playing Man United anytime soon. Tell you that.
Yeah, so he's a player that we just don't want to see anytime soon. Right. So what we'll do now is we'll go through all the players, right? This might go, hopefully it goes quicker than expected. But Leo, David De Gea, his pre-season so far, what do you think of it? If you had to rate it out of 10,
Right?
what would it be?
Pretty average, I say 6.
Yeah. Do you reckon there's improvements to be made with De Gea, or it's just a bit slow start for him, hopefully?
Yeah, I think corners, I think, again, was very good.
Yeah. I mean, Tom, De Gea?
I'll go with a 6 as well. I think he's not been bit of improvement to be made, but still it's been okay. It's been decent. I mean, what was that like? 2? He kept clean sheet against Liverpool, made a good save against Luis Diaz in that match. And 6.
Supposedly, again, I didn't watch because I was away. I think it was at Aston Villa or Palace. He had a blunder. Now, I'm not sure whether that's real. That's
I think he was. I think he's quite poor, but
yeah. So it's probably what I think it was Liverpool game. I don't think he took the goal kick. I think he just take a short. I think Lindelof, it was just like the. I don't know whether that'll be a thing that'll continue into the season, but like just everything's short. But like, the other way, obviously, with a goalkeeper takes it. I haven't seen that. It's like Lindelof takes them short, like the fly keeper kind of thing. Like everything. Like, if you look back at the Liverpool game, you know where I'm coming from. There was just short. Like De Gea wasn't taking any goal kicks.
that game ages ago now.
I know. Right. Luke Shaw. Now, we haven't seen Luke Shaw obviously before pre-season. We didn't see him. His last game was City when we lost 2-0. Typical. Tom, Luke Shaw's pre-season. What do you think?
I think it's actually been pretty good, to be honest. I think like he's not been like amazing, but he's been decent. I'd give him a 6.5, 6.5 maybe. I think he's been pretty good. Like he's not been amazing, just a bit improved, honestly. I think he's impressed me so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with you. I mean, Luke Shaw. What do you think of his pre-season?
I'll give him a 7. I think he was pretty good. As Tom said, he was quite good. Yeah, did have a good pre-season. So I think he's not 8, 9, 10. He's 7.
Yeah, definitely. Just another average one. Still room for improvement.
Yeah, still for improvement, but I thought it quite good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that his slow start. Like he's not doing too bad now, but I mean, as I said, the last time he actually played a Man United match was City when we lost 2-0 at Old Trafford. Then he was out for the rest of it. I think it was City or Leicester. I don't know which one it was.
No, it was Leicester 1-1 in April. We lost 2-0 to City in November of last season, I think.
Was it one of those? I thought it was City. I don't know what happened.
No, his last game, he played he got injured at half time against Leicester when we drew 1-1. Remember when Fred scored?
Oh yeah.
That one, yeah. When
Is
like
that the
Rashford
one?
had the last minute chance, but then Alanga tackled him.
I don't know where I was getting the City one from, but he did come off injured against City as well, so that's probably where I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah.
So Lindelof, Leo, what are we saying for Lindelof? Is it just average?
Bang average. Nothing much on it.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on a sec. Let's do this. Put him in the middle. Right, we're still lagging. Is he lagging for you, Tom, or is it just me?
I think it's lagging
For
a bit,
me,
yeah.
I'm lagging as well.
I don't know what it is. We'll sort it out anyways. So, Tom, Lindelof.
Yeah, after 6. Same as Leo.
Yeah. Do you reckon he has room for improvement as well?
Yeah, like he's not been bad, but he's not been like very good either. He's just been steady, like, you know.
Yeah.
But with like I don't think he'll play too much with Martinez coming in and all that, like, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, Paul's 6 is what I'd give him as well. Still, I mean, Lindelof, he's good, but again, room for improvements. Yeah. So far we have De Gea, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, who need to improve. Not doing too bad, but still an improvement. I think it doesn't matter how good you are, you still need to improve.
Mm.
So this one, Harry Maguire, Tom.
You know what? I'm going to give him a 6.5. I think he's not had a bad preseason at all. Last 2 games, I think he's been pretty good. You know, and we've all been hating Harry Maguire the last while. But you know what? Give credit where credit's due. He's actually been decent enough. 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, feeling very generous today, Tom. Listen.
Well, I mean, we've actually
listen.
good ones, and I'm as negative as I can be. You got to be positive sometimes, you know, and living good, so got to be positive.
Listen, he has been good. I mean, back to the Aston Villa one when it was the Aston Villa player threw on goal. He came from nowhere, boom, kind of denied Villa the goal. I mean, I think the Melbourne victory one when Melbourne got the first goal, I thought, oh no, same Harry Maguire again. He can improve. That's the thing. We spent £80 million from around that anyway. As much as I hate to say it, he can be a good player. I mean, England, for example, when he played for England in the Euros last year, he can be a good player. Same for Luke Shaw as well. He can be a good player. But Luke Shaw, I mean, will we see the Luke Shaw that we've seen in the Euros in the season to come? You know, it's hard to kind of to say. And same with Harry Maguire. You know, it could take time. Thing is about Luke Shaw now, he has Telles and Malacia. Again, Telles probably won't last long, but it's still competition. And I think I'm kind of glad that we have competition for places like, say, like the midfields. You have Van de Beek, Bruno, Ericsson, Fred, who can be more of a central midfielder. He wouldn't be a DM anyways. And then the thing is, the only place that we really don't have much competition for is the striker. But we'll get to that later on, hopefully. So, Leo, Harry Maguire, are you going to be as generous as Tom?
He's not been as good as Luke Shaw. He has been good, so I'll give him a 6.
Yeah. So, this one we talked about him, Diogo Dalot, Leo.
6.5, same as Luke Shaw. I think him really good in pre-season. Dalot, little stuff he done as well. He was really good.
Tom, Diogo Dalot.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with a 7. I think he's improved quite a lot. I think Ten Hag's getting the best out of him. I don't think he's going to be a world class right back or anything. But I'll give it to him. He's improving, and I think he can have a good season. So yeah, 7.
The loan move. I remember he was on loan with AC Milan for a season. That got the best out of him. Well, some good bits out of him. For a sec, I thought we would have sold a lot, but we're kind of glad we have him because he's a good kind of. He's better than Wan-Bissaka in Wes. Obviously, we wouldn't be giving him a good rating if he wasn't. And Diogo Dalot, he's been good. I'd give him a 7. Yeah, I just hope that he can improve going to next season. They're coming up against strong teams. Different season, different style of play. Everything's different. Did I get Leo's rating?
Of Dalot, yeah.
Right. So what was Leo's rating? I think it was the same as yours. What was your rating for Dalot, Leo? If you can hear me.
6.5.
6.5, yeah, so it's the same. Right. Why is he lagging? Hold on.
This lag.
Do you know what I'll do? This works usually every now and again.
Oh, Final Two is up now. Just into it.
Right. We move on. So the back five, the head, Dalot, Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw, been around the same kind of rating. Then we'll move into. We'll go central midfield. We'll go Fred. Leo, what are you saying for Fred?
6.5 as well. A very promising pre-season for Fred. His goal against Liverpool. That's what Fred does. That's really good pre-season. Fred.
Yeah, I mean he played well last season when Ralph Rangnick came in, and I think he's at that improving. Again, there was a time where we weren't really happy with Fred because he was having clumsy moments, but I think Ralph Rangnick kind of showed us that Fred is not a defensive midfielder. He's more of a.
Fred got that side though. Like some of the stuff he does, you're like, oh no, don't do that, make the simple pass. I think he tries stuff which.
Yeah, he tries too hard, but what he's doing now, we're happy with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tom, Fred, what we give him?
I'm gonna go with 7. Like that goal alone deserves a 1+ in the rating overall. I think honestly.
Oh yeah.
He's been dead good. That on his weak foot as well. I know he's good with his right foot as well. He's left footed, but that goal from chipping the keeper out outside the box. That's impressive.
It was Alisson as well. I mean, he's a top class keeper. As much as I hate to admit it.
Yeah.
It's not like it was against Liverpool, like Kelleher, who's Liverpool's backup, and then you have Adrian. Like it was Alisson. I mean. Fred, that's the thing. Fred, he is a good player, and he's showing that. Like Harry Maguire can be a good player. It's just taking him time. But Fred is just, there's times where Fred is just, you don't believe what you're seeing because you're like, is this Fred? Like, is this Fred? Like, will he continue this? Will we see this Fred in the season to come? You don't know. I hope we see better. Like we're seeing better now, but imagine. And I'm hoping with Eriksen coming in, Eriksen probably won't be that certain starter, but he can improve with Eriksen as well. But that goal alone, as you said, Tom, deserves something else. And again, I'm going to give him a 7.5. He's been good, and I hope he can improve that. He probably said himself he has room for improvement, but right now Fred is just he found his Brazilian passport, and that's all that matters. We don't care. Right now, this one I'm not don't know whether to expect high ratings, but Scott McTominay, Tom.
I'd give him a 6. I think he's been okay. Not been like great, but not been bad either. I think obviously Fred's better than, but I think he's been a bit more tidier, a bit more better with passing. I think still has to improve a bit, but not been bad. 6.
Leo McTominay.
Give it a 5.5. Not quite as good as Fred and other players, but I think he's been okay. There's a lot of room to improve. Better of Scott McTominay, but I think
I know it was a deflected goal, but the equalising goal he got against Melbourne wasn't too bad.
That was good for us. Rookie, but good.
Yeah, it was a good goal. Right. So we did McTominay, we did Fred. Now we'll do Bruno Fernandes, Leo. The man who needs to be improved.
Yeah.
Or is he not? What would you give him? What would be your rating for Bruno?
6.
6.
6.
6, yeah. Do you reckon he's kind of, I don't know, I mean, what could it be with Bruno? Is it Ten Hag's style of play maybe isn't for him, or what's the story?
The system change definitely is a huge effect, because he fits Ollie's system perfectly, but you got a new system, new manager, because under Ollie's system before Ronaldo came in, he was just centered, he was kind of the main focus of the team. Now with new managers, there's no main focus, so he doesn't really play as good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, with Bruno though, with Bruno kind of not fitting into Ten Hag's system, would that worry any of you?
He could gel in eventually, so maybe because rolling new Ten Hag system, it's only pre-season, so there certainly is time to develop into it, but he'd want to improve. I'm just saying, he'd want to kind of just. How do I say it? He'd want to wake up a bit, I think. Fair enough, obviously it takes time for these players to get used to a new system, but he'd want to improve a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether it's a bit. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna say 6 as well. He can be better. I mean, when his first few games, because remember there was a time where you didn't want Bruno to be subbed because when he came off, the team just went crap. But I mean, he can improve, and we hope Eriksen come in and Fred starting to perform can kind of knock sense into Bruno and say if you don't play well, you might be sitting on the bench. I don't think that'll happen. I do think you're right, Tom. I think he will gel in. It'll probably just take time. But man, again, it's just weird seeing Bruno being the new number 8. I haven't gelled into that myself.
Yeah, same.
I'm used to seeing Juan Mata personally, but I don't know. Right, Marcus Rashford, Tom. What are we saying?
I'd give him a 6.5. I think he's been pretty good. I think Martial's been better, but he's been good. He's improved. He's got 2 goals for himself now. Yeah, he's scored against.
One against Villa
and Palace.
Was that Villa?
I think that was an own goal.
Was it an own goal?
Yeah, Matty Cash own goal. Yeah, but I think Rashford's he's improved definitely. He's been certainly a lot better. So 6.5, but still room to improve.
Yeah, definitely. Leo?
I'll give him a 6.5. I don't think he's amazing, but I think he's good. Last season.
Yeah, I mean,
the work for his play.
I'd give him a 6. I mean, I hope he's better than he was last season. Last season, Rashford was just everything he did was bad. I mean, there was a stage where I think, well, it was like we all knew it was crap, but there was a stage where he was all saying that he was going to leave. I mean, I hope all this, remember before pre-season started, all these videos and photos of Rashford walking out, running up and down, hills and all that crap pays off. There's no point running up and down a hill when, your job is to play well and score goals, But I hope he can improve, but as of now, I don't know. He's better. Hopefully, he's better than last season. I mean, have you seen any improvements in Rashford from last season? Yeah.
Yeah, he seems a lot more like keen or something. Just like there's something about him that's getting better. Like, you know what I mean? With as you were saying, how hard he's working pre-season. I saw like the things on social media about him like working really hard even when players went on holiday. Like, you got to give him that. He obviously wants to improve himself. Like, he knows he wasn't good enough last season and he needs to step it up. And I'm seeing progression. Like, obviously there's still a long way to go, but I'm seeing progression. Like, I'm seeing there definitely is improvement there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Leo, I mean, Rashford, you kind of nod your head when I said, have you seen improvements in Rashford? What improvements have you seen?
As Tom said, he's looking interested. I think last season he just didn't look like he wanted to be on the pitch. I don't know who's against, but when it was he just had to tap her in the net, but he just stood there and just let the keeper.
Yeah.
Now he's pressing, which we've hardly seen Rashford do that since maybe Mourinho. So good.
Yeah, definitely still around for improvement though. Like the way he's playing now, you wouldn't. Like the way he's playing now, would you say throw him into the starting 11 for next season?
I think for the fighting game,
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we did Rashford. Now we move on to
Sancho.
I don't know whether it's the left side or right side, wherever he plays. Sancho. What we saying, Leo, for Sancho?
I'll give him a 7.5. I really liked watching Sancho. He looked sharp. He looked really sharp. He looked quick. Bit of flair. He's looked really good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're starting to see more of the Sancho we paid for.
Yeah, 100%. That's what we expected last season, but hopefully we get it.
I mean, when we saw him last season, he was on the bench for a few games. I think Ollie was the manager then, and I was like, we waited 2 years to sign this player. Well, I wouldn't say we chased after him for 2 years, and next what we spent such amount for him, and then he was on the bench, and then we're starting to see more of him. I mean, Tom, what would you give Sancho?
I'll give him an 8. I think he's been one, if possibly the best player that's playing for us at the minute. Like scored like 3 goals. He scored against Villa, Palace, and Liverpool, obviously. Like he's looking so good. Keen. He's just getting so much better. Like last season, he was very mixed. Wasn't quite up to what we were expecting. But now we're seeing a Sancho like that we paid £72 million for. We're seeing a good Sancho. Honestly, I'm telling you, this fella. This is the beginning. I'm not going to say it's now. Maybe I sound crazy. You give it 2 or 3 years. He could be
Clip
the best
this.
Don't be serious. You give it 2 or 3 years, he could be the best player that's playing for the club. Not like of all time, just at the minute, like in the year 2024, 25, wherever. He'll be the start. Everyone will be wanting him. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Tom? I hope I look back on this video in God knows how long and say, Tom, you're all right. Let's go back and watch it. Let's go back and watch this. You know what I mean? It's great to see you all back. Yeah. Well, I expected to do more, but I got COVID and then it was holidays. And then, I thought we deserved the break as well, to be fair. Because you have.
We're working hard now.
Let's hope it's not a tough season. Let's hope it's not a stressful season. Please God, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can, win something. But so Leo, you give Sancho
Sam.
What? And Tom.
8.
I'll agree with you, Tom. He's been good. Now this man who I think he's impressed us all, Martial, Tom.
Another 8. Like he's actually been really good. You know what I mean? Obviously, we know Martial. You know he has his good moments. He has his bad moments.
Yeah.
Are we
definitely.
now gonna get a Martial who's consistent and that like is actually showing us what a £50 million striker is worth? Or like I'm hoping this isn't just another purple patch because he's known to have purple patches where he'll do well for a certain amount of games, then just fall off completely. That's what's happened all the time before. Are we seeing now? Are we now going to see a consistent one, or is this just simply, as I said, another purple patch? I'm really hoping this. I mean, he's looking sharp. He's got 3 goals as well. I think he scored against Liverpool, obviously, Palace, Melbourne. Yeah, he didn't score against Liverpool. He scored the other 3 games. But honestly, he's been brilliant for us so far. 8.
Yeah. He did. What do you say? He didn't score against Liverpool.
Did score
No,
against
he didn't score against Villa. He scored against the other 3 though. Palace, Melbourne.
I mean, the first game when we played Liverpool, I was impressed. And then when you watch the games after, you're like, okay, are we finally starting to see a good Martial again? I mean, the last time I think we seen a good Martial was lockdown. That's been brutally
He was
honest.
brilliant then.
And how long was that now? A year, 2 ago now?
2 years ago.
Yeah. I just, as you said, Tom, you don't want it to be a purple patch.
So we've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we played Sheffield United and he got a hat trick. Yeah. I mean, he kind of seeing another player who can improve, and I don't know what the hell's going on. I just. What the Someone says in the comments, Ronaldo wants Georgina. Fair enough. I mean,
Who wouldn't?
yeah, exactly. You know what, Tom? Exactly. Who wouldn't? I mean, yeah. We all do. Just unfortunately, Ronaldo has her. But listen, anyways, we'll move on.
He would have fair and square in fairness now.
Yeah, that's it. We have to leave Ronaldo with something, and we leave him with hope.
Yeah.
Do you know? Right now, Jesus Christ, how many players travelled to pre-season? Must be about 100.
Get my Martial thing.
Right. What?
You didn't get my rate. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was it?
This is big. Giving him a 9.
Yeah.
How good he was. I said, like we got Martial back when he first, when in lockdown, and even when he first joined the club.
Man United needs Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
He's injured.
Yeah.
And he's about 40 now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Injured, and I think he's staying at AC Milan for another year. I don't know. Yeah. Right.
Some people need to actually go on Instagram and actually read articles.
Yeah.
Only Zlatan. What? Oh, I'm not even going to read. Yeah, right. We'll move on. We'll move on. Read that if you want. Right. Right. I'm going to give Martial a. He's been good. And Tom, you said it. You hope it's not a purple patch for him. You hope it's not a good run. Man, what's the saying? Form is temporary, class is permanent. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we want that class to stay and the form to be better. We don't want that form to go. And Martial has had a bad season. I mean, there was a time where he was getting booed off the pitch at Old Trafford. Let's hope we're cheering him off the pitch next season after scoring a few goals. Fingers crossed. Right. This man, who, my God, we're Eric Boy, Leo. What are we giving Eric Boy?
Eric Bailly, I'm giving him a.
I think he deserves a 10. I want you asking. Oh, right. 7 for Boy. I mean, he
Yeah.
has been pretty good. Just hope that's, as I said earlier on, that injury prone is the big problem.
I
You know
don't
what I
think
mean?
Troy centre back. I think he might be fifth, but he's still amazing.
That's it. You can't. That's the thing. It's like Varane all the same. Varane's a good defender, injury prone. You
Yeah.
know. But Tom, Eric Boy, what would you give him?
Got to go to 7 as well. I think he's been pretty good.
Yeah.
He knows that.
Mm.
Liverpool in particular is really good, but yeah, it's been pretty solid. So 7 for me.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. Right. So I mean, we haven't really seen much of him, but just quickly. Diallo, Ahmad, whatever we call him. Just
Oh,
straight.
right. He was
No, I think what we'll do is we'll go to the players that have actually played. Right. We did Luke Shaw. No, you know what we'll do? We forgot Malacia. What we give him Malacia?
sick.
6.5.
Nice.
It's like he's
Yeah,
good,
okay.
but could improve. But he's good though.
Thanks,
Yeah.
you made my day. Oh my god. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna cry.
What?
I'm gonna cry. That Tasham.
Right.
In my heart.
Right, so Malacia, 6.5, round 6 we're saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Definitely. I think he's going to laugh or cry. Some sort of anyways. Right, now. Leo, where are they? I think we got to lose him. Well, he's back. I thought Leo was having an emotional moment there for a sec. Right. Fuck. Palestri, lads. What we saying? He scored a good goal against Liverpool. What we
5.5.
saying, Leo? Yeah. Tom?
He's been decent. I give him around like 6. Scored a good goal against Liverpool. Not too much from sense. That's 6.5 actually. He scored against Liverpool.
Yeah. Is it? It's funny. You score against Liverpool, you're the man. You don't,
Yeah.
you're sure. You know.
Yeah.
It's like remember Raphael barely scored once he played Liverpool. Bang, back in the net. Raphael.
Oh, the
It's
right
just-
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't too bad in fairness. Good player overall.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
To be fair. He's playing for I remember we played them in the Champions League. What was their name? Was it
Turkish team.
Istanbul Başakşehir?
Yeah, another one you're on about. Yeah, I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah. That personally, alright. Do you guys like Zlatan? I used to, but I feel like he's a bit too full of himself now, so maybe not.
But like, he's good enough to play for Man United.
I'm not a big fan of him.
For one, he's injured, and for two, he's hardly played a game in a year.
Yeah. Tia Eriksson is finally a red. He has the kit on. He's officially a red. Fingers crossed now. We see him maybe Saturday or Sunday. For what do we play? We have Atletico Madrid Saturday, and Sunday is. Do you have
Right. Alacano, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
I think. Wait. What? Strange. I think we'll play the strong team at Old Trafford, though.
it depends who Atletico Madrid bring along. Why couldn't we have not just played the game? Like, when did we last play? Was it Saturday?
Yeah.
We couldn't just play it today or tomorrow, even Thursday, and then play the game we're playing on Sunday on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll see the youngsters Saturday, and then maybe if Ericsson and Lisandro Martinez are finally allowed to be with the squad, we might see them at Old Trafford. Who knows? But anyways, Wan-Bissaka, Tom.
I've not seen much from him, to be honest, but he's not. He's been, I don't know, for a little I've seen 5.5. It's been okay. Has to improve.
Definitely. Would you ship him off, Tom?
I'd wait for to buy another right back, but as soon as there's another right back in, he can go. But not until there's another right back for a backup to Dallo, or if the right back plays ahead of Dallo, not whatever happens with that. If they get another right back, keep him. But when you get another right backs in, he can go.
What right back would you have in mind, lads?
I know I've said this much time, but I genuinely do think Matty Cash is not a bad option.
See, left back or right back though?
He's right back.
Right
Is he
back.
not-
Yeah, Matty Cash.
He is good to be fair. So what about Dumfries?
He's good. He'd be expensive, but he's good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Expensive. But right, so Wan-Bissaka, Leo, what did you say?
I would say 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you, Leo, there, to be honest. I'd definitely agree with you. I mean, so are we giving Wan-Bissaka another season to see how he performs? Yeah?
I suppose he deserves the last chance, but this is his last season. I think doesn't show this season. He has to go.
I think nearly every player will get a chance under Ten Hag. It doesn't matter how good or a bad season they had, you know. Tellez, I mean, I think you said it, Leo. If you're playing him with the defensive role or in the defensive role or midfield, just goes to show that he doesn't fit in Ten Hag's plans.
You're asking for trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Playing with fire, you know. Right, this man, Anthony Elanga. What are we giving him, Leo?
5.5. Didn't really see much. I was expecting more.
Tom?
Yeah, 5.5 as well. I got an assist for Martial against Melbourne, I think, but he's not. I don't see too much from him, to be honest. But yeah, 5.5.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, man. He did have, again, he had kind of a purple patch last season, didn't he? When he had a few good games, and then next of all, he kind of started to die down a bit.
Yeah.
So
He
that's
doesn't
what
have
we.
it takes. Too much pressure, and he just like no disrespect to him. I do think he's an overall decent player, like, but he just isn't that. Is he going to be a world class player in a few years? I'm not so sure, to be honest with you. And obviously, we did lose our youngster before that. We all know who you know who I'm on about,
Mm-hmm.
and he was kind of brought in to replace him. But just if you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. That's what I say.
That's it. Well done. That's why I prefer Anthony. You know, I'd like us to sign Anthony, the Ajax winger.
100%.
Then you can throw Sancho left wing, and then someone, because we're never gonna really do well. Like I like Alanga. It'll take a good while for him to be a good player for United, like a long time. But as of now, improvements need to be made. I mean, it's too late to kind of throw him back into the, academy, because he is a good player. That's the thing. He's just taking time for him to show himself. So, I know we've only seen him for one game, but probably more than one game. Eaton and Laird.
I actually
What
don't,
we
even, I
doing?
don't think I even saw him play.
He was 5.5 at best.
Yeah.
It's only
I think he only played the Melbourne game.
Didn't he
The
come on?
full 45. Yeah. Right. Chong. I mean, I think he only played one game, to be fair. Even less. We might see him Saturday. Hannibal. Are we have you seen much of him to be impressed, or does he deserve a rating yet?
Nah, not yet.
Yeah, not
Oh.
yet.
Fish. No. Well, here we go. Two players that we kind of been happy with. Charlie Savage, Tom.
7.5. Maybe I'm being a bit generous, but honestly, I think he's impressed me quite a lot. Left-footed, seems good. Seems like a good player. Honestly, fair play to him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he can be a good player. That's the thing, but it'll take time for him to be a top class. Well, I wouldn't say top class, but to be in the starting 11 or just the first team. Leo, what you giving Charlie Savage?
I give him a 6.
Yeah,
I think he was pretty good.
yeah, I'll give him a 6.5. Consider it again. So he's young. He's not doing bad. For a young player, with probably with a new manager as well, that probably be a bit of pressure for him. But maybe I don't know. Maybe he plays well under pressure. I don't know, but he's doing well. Doing well. And this man, the last man, said the best for last, as you do, was Zidane Iqbal.
7.5.
7.5.
7.5. Yeah, definitely. He has been good. Did I say Varane? Did I? Don't think so.
He only played one game in fairness, though, so maybe there's not enough to judge him on.
Yeah, So Zidane Iqbal. So out of all the players I've named through, who has been? Yeah, Ted Donny. Yeah. What was your ratings for him?
5.5.
Yeah, definitely. So, of all the players we've named, I'll come to you, Tom. Who's been kind of the best player in the preseason tour so far for you?
Between Sancho and Martial, I'm going to go with Martial. It has to be Martial. I think just Sancho has been very good as well, but the two of them. But Martial for me is just a slightly bit better, he's been the 3 goals, good goals, I think. He took them very well. They weren't just like poxy or anything. He's taken them very well. And performance-wise, impressed me hugely, impressed all United fans. I do think this is really promising what we're seeing from him. So yeah, for me, it has to be him. But certainly not an easy decision.
I'll agree with you, Tom. I will agree with you. Leo?
I agree.
What you saying?
I 100% agree. Martial was my highest rating. He got to be the best player.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And let's hope. I just think it's with Ronaldo who might stay. Does Martial need that game time to kind of, I don't know. If Martial gets more game time, can he be? I don't think he'll ever be as good as Ronaldo, but he's doing well. We all thought, well, what was it? Remember he went along to Sevilla and he just played so bad. They didn't have one good game.
Really played. I don't think he played that much. He only scored one goal.
Yeah, exactly. Wrong. Just ignore it, Leo. It's what just ignore it. It's what you have to do. When you do stuff like this, you have to.
Mukiele signed for PSG.
Did he?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
They don't even need him as well.
I know, yeah. Hakim, I don't know. That's what happens. PSG and Man City are the biggest oil team in the world. The two of them. The oil classico is what they call it. Right. Well, that's been a pretty decent show. Good few people today. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Big season ahead. Keep growing. Thanks. But maybe tomorrow's Wednesday, so I don't know. We'll definitely have the Premier League predictions either tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? Wednesday, isn't it?
Wednesday.
Yeah. Things when you go on holidays and come back, you don't know what day it is. So so tomorrow's Wednesday, so either tomorrow or Thursday or maybe Friday. But Tom, Leo, pleasure as always. Great to be back finally with the good content. We signed Ericsson. Well, I wouldn't say we signed Ericsson, but he's officially a Red midway through the show. Still haven't signed De Jong, so that'll never happen. But yeah, Tom, Leo, thanks for joining me, and thanks everyone for watching. I'll speak to you all in a bit.
Thanks.
Good
Thanks.
luck.